Welcome to the 2022 Merit Scholar Program. Would you please stand for the singing of the National Anthem? The National Anthem will be sung by Caitlin Rickard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Great job. You can be seated. As a principal, tonight is my favorite night of the school year because we're here to celebrate academics. Academics are not spectator events like a Broadway show, playoff hockey game, let's go Pens, a concert, or any other sporting event. It's easy to be motivated when you're a participant in a spectator sport. Merit Scholars, outside of the spelling bee, broadcasted on ESPN, academics are not spectator sports. But I can assure you, the middle school faculty, staff, Dr. Pasquinelli, our assistant superintendent, Mr. Menziger, and I have been watching. And we are here to celebrate this achievement with you. Each of you deserve to be recognized and celebrated, and I'm honored to be a part of that celebration. Pine-Richland Middle School staff has provided your children and our students with a wide variety of quality educational opportunities. The teachers have set high expectations, and by the number of students sitting with us here this evening, your sons and daughters have taken advantage of the educational opportunities provided to them. Parents, I'd like to thank you. Your child's success is a great indication of your love and support, and studies have shown an indicator of our students' success. A strong indicator of our students' success at school is the supportive household. Thank you, parents, for placing importance on education. We honor these students because they've done well academically. They've spent hours studying, reading, developing projects, working in groups. Our 8th graders, National History Day, and a lot of writing of reports. It takes hard work and dedication to excel academically, especially when no one's watching. In their groups, in their discussions in class, through their questions and through their answers, these students have contributed to making Pine-Richland Middle School what it is, an exciting place where education is important. Our school's district's mission is to focus on learning for every student every day. There is no doubt that students who sit before you are focused on learning. They are confident, they have educational goals, they make good educational decisions, and they put it, students, thank you for putting in the time and effort to become the students that you are. On behalf of the entire middle school faculty, students, we congratulate you on becoming Merit Scholars. But students, this is just the beginning. Yes, this is a great achievement. And parents, I do think you should take them out. Maybe, like when I was a kid, I loved Frosties. Maybe a Frosty, ice cream, some pie, I don't know what it is. Take them out. But students, remember this. I see a great number of 7th grade students here. 8th grade's a little smaller. This is just a foundation of what's next. Keep working, and I hope to see you 7th graders all sitting over there next year. I'd like to thank Mr. Menzinger, Mrs. Moore, Ms. Pfeiffer, Mrs. Ross, and Mr. Karpinski for helping make tonight possible. And for tonight's ceremony, I'd like to introduce our student government president and Merit Scholar, Christian Van Drill. He'll be our MC for the remainder of the evening.
It is my honor and pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for tonight's ceremony. He is both a member of the Global Relations Club and the French Club. He has earned Merit Scholar status while in the high school and the middle school. He is in the top 10% of his graduating class, and he's a member of the National Honor Society. Recently, he has won the International Public Policy Forum Debate World Championship. He'll be attending Olin College of Engineering, where he will be majoring in biomedical engineering. Finally, please welcome Matthew Farmar.
Hello and good evening. My name is Matt Farber, and I'm a senior at Pine-Richland High School. It is really an honor to be able to speak here tonight, as it seems just a few years ago, I was sitting in your seats, listening to the same music as I walked in, and hearing an accomplished senior give an inspiring speech, during the duration of which middle school me was just thinking about how terrifying it would be to have to speak in front of such a large audience. Thankfully, I've grown considerably since then, and I've learned many lessons during my time at Pine-Richland High School and middle school. All of you being here tonight is an indication of the accomplishments you've already made, and I promise you there are many more to come. First, to the parents, you should be proud to have raised such hardworking students who are dedicated to succeeding and excelling in the classroom. Personally, I agree with Dr. Christophic. I would go ice cream as a reward afterwards, but I will leave the details to you guys. So next to the students, I want to leave you with a simple message that will hopefully help guide you through the rest of your academic journey, whether it be at Pine-Richland or elsewhere. Clearly, all of you are very intelligent individuals, but as your coursework gets progressively harder as you move through the middle school and through the high school, you will need to develop solid study habits and continue to work harder. Throughout this process, my advice to you is to eagerly seize every opportunity with which you are afforded and to work as hard as you can to achieve your goals. It's not always going to be easy. You'll need to fight through the ups and the downs, the triumphs and the defeats, the successes and the sacrifices. But in doing so, you'll get where you want to go in life. In this community, you are supported by tremendous teachers, administrators, parents, siblings, friends. The opportunities for success are there for those who are ambitious enough to chase them. As a bit of anecdotal evidence, about 8 months ago, a few of my friends asked me if I would like to join them in competing in an essay writing competition about international economics and the United States dollar hegemony. Despite never trying any form of debate before, I said, sure, I'd love to, once I Googled the definition of hegemony. Over the course of the following few months, with just the right combination of research and writing and collaboration and sheets runs, we qualified for the top 64 teams in the world, and from there eventually advanced through 5 more rounds of the March Madness style bracket, and eventually reached the World Championship Finals debate held in New York City last weekend. The countless hours of hard work and semi-sleepless nights accumulated in us winning the championship debate. We returned home with a trophy and a comically large check that was frustratingly difficult to get through airport security at LaGuardia. Nevertheless, we had come further than any of us had ever imagined. However, my first day back at school, my math teacher hands me a test. I read just the first page and my stomach drops. After being out of school for so long, it went right over my head. There were series, sequences, derivatives, integrals, error bounds. There was French on the page and I'm pretty sure hieroglyphics in the corner. It was a mess. So I raised my hand, talked to my teacher, and thankfully she agreed that I could take the next day to have an extra day to study. So shout out to Dr. Sotala, thank you. But the point of this exorbitant and excessive anecdote is to explain that one day you could be a world champion, the next day you might just be the kid that narrowly avoided failing a calculus test. Life through middle school and high school is a roller coaster, exhilarating and terrifying at the same time, but at the end you'll be able to say you've had lots of fun. So I remind all of you, strap into the seat, buckle down and get ready to work hard, but make sure you always take a second to enjoy the moment through all the ups and even all the downs, and finally, try to remember to smile for the camera at the end of the ride. So thank you, congratulations on your amazing accomplishments, and remember to seize every opportunity.
This evening, you'll have the opportunity to hear 2 additional speeches. Each speaker was selected by Pine-Richland Middle School's faculty. They will speak about a component of Pine-Richland School District's pride values: personal growth, resiliency, innovation, diverse opportunities, and engagement. At this time, please welcome Sonika Das, who will be sharing her ideas about diverse opportunities.
Hello, as you may have heard, my name is Sonika Das, and I'm the Vice President for our student government in the middle school. As I'm standing up on this stage right now, it's hard to believe the things that have happened in my life to get here. I've been presented with so many different opportunities at Pine-Richland, like giving this speech, or the ability to join the school's wide range of clubs and sports. For example, this year I had the chance to participate in our school's volleyball team. It was really the first time I'd ever been part of a sports team, but the things I learned from those first few months was mind-blowing. Observing how the girls communicated with each other and worked so efficiently to score points was something I had never seen before. Everyone on the court and sidelines was so engaged in the game and each other. They worked as a team and gave each other tips to better the ball. We picked each other up when we were down, and with a combined effort, spiked the ball on the other team's side. Together, we had an undefeated season, and I realized that the saying, "teamwork makes the dream work," couldn't have been more true. I had also run for the position of vice president in our school's student government, and I was quite nervous to record my campaign video. I didn't know what people would think of me, and if I would be elected at all. But I knew I had to put my fear aside and take a leap to achieve my dreams, which is what helped me to be in the position I'm currently in. Every Tuesday, I'm able to listen to our council's great ideas for new fundraisers and events to host in our school. Everyone has so many things to share, and as a group, we find ways to help our community and make our school a better place. We innovate ways to make our school year more enjoyable and figure out how to have fun around different restrictions. All of this has taught me countless lessons throughout my time at Pine-Richland, and without these experiences, I don't think I would ever be the student I am today. But it's not just me who has grown, but in fact every student who is in this auditorium. All of you may have experienced different things in your lives, but together everyone has to learn something new, even if you may not realize it. We're able to use our knowledge for the better and help others out, and be resilient to whatever comes away. A little more than 2 years ago, as you probably know, our whole world shut down. I still remember hearing the announcement that we would be going home for only 2 weeks because of the COVID-19 virus, but little did we know how worse the situation would get. However, no matter how bad the pandemic was getting and how tight the restrictions were, we still found ways to communicate through the screen. We weren't going to let a virus stop us from learning and seeing each other. Together, we fought against it, and our resilience helped us to come back stronger. Throughout our times at Pine-Richland, we've all been able to try and experience different things that have allowed us to grow and become our best selves. Everyone here may not be the same, but now we have all come together as one to celebrate what we've learned. The Merit Scholarship that we are receiving today isn't just an award for being intelligent or top of the class. It's for showing the qualities of PR Pride: personal growth, resilience, innovation, diverse opportunities, and engagement. We have faced challenges, solved problems, worked together, become leaders, and grown. We aren't just Merit Scholars. We're students with pride. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Maddie Gross, and I'm in 8th grade on Team C. Over the past few years, I've come to better understand how limitless opportunities are here at Pine-Richland. The students of Pine-Richland Middle School have the opportunity to take as big as a jump in any path he or she shall choose. There's no catch, and if we were to fall, we'd have a built-in safety net, or ledge even, woven out of our own work and perseverance. By taking chances with our jumps, we follow through the PR Pride values, specifically personal growth and resiliency. Through resiliency, we attain personal growth, yet resilience and personal growth can only be made through repetition. Though through the past 2 or 3 years in COVID-19, I've had major personal growth along with my educational growth. Despite the difficulties, I found a strange sense of wanting to thrive in this digital world. Mindfulness has come up countless times as a personal reminder to take it slow and to trust the process. Not only have I been working on educational growth, but personal discipline. For example, our school has a club for rowing that I participate in. The sport of rowing is syncopated and requires strong bonds within the team. Without this sport, I would be nowhere near the person I currently am. I've put a ton of work in, and without a doubt, we'll still have room for improvement. As for resiliency, I would not have made the progress I've made with riding horses. Riding horses and learning about the equine world is a fascinating process, but it is time-consuming. Had I not learned to keep going and work hard for what I want, I would not be seeing as many changes as I have in the past few months. I have one lesson a week, but it all adds up. My mental capacity and strength has thrived in the completely different worlds of rowing and riding. I've had countless practices, but have worked things out on my own too. The phrase, "practice makes perfect," is far from the truth. Practice has never made it perfect, yet mindset to achieve and persevere through thick and thin to attain each goal. Our hard work shows in the end results and boosts our confidence in our accomplishments. And yes, we may trip and fall somewhere along the way, but without fault, there can be no improvement. The two go hand in hand. The thoughts that lead us to our next footfall light the way to the pinnacle of success. So, as merit scholars, we have all demonstrated the qualities of personal growth and resiliency, proving our place of honor here tonight. We should all be very proud of our accomplishments and ourselves. We can't have any of this without the diverse opportunities we are provided at our school. Fortunately, we can utilize all of the opportunities at our school to create any path we desire. Whilst I could have tried to base this off of a singular value, it's much easier to describe the school's mindset with the very first two: personal growth and resilience. I've come to notice through crew and horse riding that the work and dedication put in comes out in tenfolds, if not more. This is why engagement is such a major key to success. Our success is the predecessor of our resiliency and diligence. Pure Pride isn't just an acronym, and I don't think it was ever intentionally only an acronym. Pure Pride is a mindset created from hard work ethic and diverse thought patterns. We don't just follow this, we thrive in this, and get to proudly say, we are Pure Pride.
Good evening. I will now introduce our 2021-2022 7th grade Merit Scholars. Please hold your applause until the end. Jocelyn Adamczyk. Lexi Alexander. Sarah Alvarez. Allison Andreski. Chase Bisty. Kenton Balke. Lila Belanger. Eleanor Bowen. Caitlin Bowling. Gavin Bullard. Annabelle Burke. Kendall Carnevale. Ryan Cashman. Eddie Chen. Ella Crystal. Benjamin Clausen. Christina Coyne. Aubrey Christ. Bailey Christ. Isabel Croco. Ella Davis. Liana Delicio. Karcher Dosh. Reagan Dosh. Avery Doherty. Liam Downey. Angelina Elter. John English. Gavin Erdman. Caroline Farmer. Graham Farrar. William Fogliani. Emery Vasicek. Isabella Fu. Samuel Gentili. Alana Grietzuk. Francesca Guzzi. Mihir Harinath. Abigail Hengelsberg. Adam Henney. Kenneth Hoy. Alexia Hensel. Emily Imes. Ansel Iski. Bailey Candor. Allison Kapanowski. Ashawn Kazi. Tegan Kelly. Dylan King. Nathaniel Kornbaugh. Natasha Kusiak. Kona Lahir. Jackson Landrino. Darren Lee. Cody Leeper. Elijah Lenz. Derek Lynn. Michael Milady. Jordan Mandel. Ronald Mann. Gavin Mastro. Catherine Mazevsky. Ava McKinney. Lucas McLean. Chase Mahaffey. Ava Moranti. Elise Metzler. Emma Mooring. Samantha Molinaro. Noah Nolan. Rana Osuri Gershon. Anjana Palathunkal. Taylor Patterson. Andrew Phillips. Michael Pfeiffer. Delaney Price. Caroline Prissick. Sarah Kruth-Imperial. Caden Rainey. Landon Ridinger. Alden Rockesy. Bianca Roman. Preet Saini. Hania Samir. Anthony Seversky. Samuel Schneck. Jackson Sharp. Luca Sofri. Julius Stinelli. Mason Stokes. Gabriel Stulak. Ella Trigar. Janya Ulol. Matthew Uzelac. Carson Verzella. Ethan Vilgren. Piper Vogel. Emily Warnes. Ashlyn Weiss. Jason Weineman. Rebecca Weddick. Anya Wickard. Cameron Winco. William Westner. Caden Woolerton. Congratulations, 7th grade.
Congratulations, 7th grade. As Dr. K said, we hope to see you again next year. Now for our 8th grade Merit Scholars. Kate Rickert. Christian Van Driel. Sonika Das. Madeline Gross. Mallory Ammerman. Nicholas Enal. Anukta Ashok. Jimena Belda Alcazar. Shay Best. Jara Kashani. Christina Silka. Aubriana Konstantakis. Juliana DiRenzo. April Dirks. Emily Domitrovic. Madalena Dorigo. Ella Dunlap. Nicole Ebner. Corey English. Abigail Fuller. Vincenzo Gaeta. Liam Grubbs. Ava Guruacharya. Mateen Hassan. Jessica Hugh. Alex Kastner. Faith Kellogg. Isaac Kraus. Evelyn Lawler. Ella Learish. Grace Lenny. Paige Louisi. Colby Malik. Kamaya Matai. Carter McKissick. Anna Merlak. Maddie Merlak. McLean Miller. Avery Mills. Sienna Napolitano. Dia Nayer. Kelsey Neal. Ryan Noir. Annabella Orlando. Olivia Petroff. Chase Petula. Brendan Plowey. Anastasia Punasevic. Camilla Rand. Shom Rao. Maya Ripple. Alexis Ross. Ariella Rudiger. Caroline Sander. Riley Schaefer. Sylvia Stout. Jonathan Sweet. Brody Welkowski. Riley White. Sophie Whiting. Mackenzie Williamson. And Mary Anna Zahorchek. Ladies and gentlemen, our 8th grade merit scholars.
Good evening, Pine-Richland Middle School students and families. I'm Jacob Minsinger, the assistant principal at the middle school. And before I deliver my closing remarks, I do want to acknowledge we had a 7th grade speaker who was unable to be with us, so I want to lift him out. He was a Merit Scholar, Max Donatelli, who wrote us a great speech about resiliency and what that means for all of us going into 8th grade. And so we appreciate Max's efforts with that. This is such an exciting night to cap off a unique and exciting year for both our 7th and our 8th graders. Students, you continue to amaze us with the talents and skills that you bring to our school day in and day out. I speak for everyone confidently when I say this: we are so proud of you. We are incredibly proud to our 7th graders. You are on your way to the 8th grade to be our leaders in school next year. You will have opportunities, like some of our MCs and speakers tonight, to lead our student government and to share your messages with the upcoming 7th graders. As you're presented with those challenges, I want you to think about this question: what mark will you leave on our school and our community? To whom much is given, much is expected. And so tonight you have shown us that you have learned and gathered a lot from your 7th grade year. And so now we expect and look forward to you to be the great leaders that our 8th graders have been this year. Speaking of our 8th grade, needless to say, it has been an interesting few years that we have gone through together. It is middle school unlike we have ever seen middle school before, and school like we've ever seen school before. And through all of that, we are happy to be back here in the auditorium celebrating it with all of you and all of us together tonight. You deserve recognition for so many things over the past 2 years, and you are truly deserving of it. You deserve it because of the many accomplishments that you have had both in 7th and 8th grade. You deserve it because of the many obstacles that you've overcome in the past 2 years. Never has the word resiliency meant more than it does tonight. Thank you to the 8th grade for doing amazing things through 7th and 8th grade at Pine-Richland Middle School. This is a time where we will look back, all of us will look back and think about what we did with the time that we had during these unique circumstances. Each and every one of you who is a Merit Scholar tonight can say, not only did you survive it, you thrived through it, you became better for it, and the future is bright for each and every one of you. So go into your future in high school, and 7th graders, your future in 8th grade, with your head held high, proud of what you have done, and eager to meet the next challenge with enthusiasm that you brought this year to Pine-Richland Middle School. Can we get one more round of applause for our students? One more round of applause for our families. Thank you all. Have a great night.